right, what is going on, everybody? Phil here. Welcome to the weekend preview for Sunday, October 22nd, 2017. I'm DSP, of course. And welcome to the weekend preview. Kind of a special edition because this time we've got a lot to talk about. I want to recap about some things that have been going on this past week so people are in the clear about it. I want to talk about today's big event that went down very successfully. I want to talk about this week coming up in which there's going to not only be continuing and ending playthroughs, there's going to be multiple new games. I'm not even kidding you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be playing 4 new games this week. I know, that's insanity. This is the epitome, the top level of Broketober. If you've ever heard of the statement Broketober, meaning that for whatever reason, the month of October, all these games release at once and you can't afford them all. This week is the archetype for that. Seriously. I got so much to talk about in this video. First of all, let's talk about Patreon and get Patreon stuff out of the way. I'll just point right down here. Check it out. Patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. First off, results and updates in regards to Patreon. The Halloween event coming up. The Halloween event is coming up on Halloween, which is October 31st, 2017. I'll be doing roughly a 7-hour gameplay stream that day of horror-themed games. Now, the patrons from last month have been nominating these games for weeks, and finally, the nominations are done. The poll is now open officially on the KingofHate.com forums for you patrons to start voting on which of these next games I'm about to mention will be played in this marathon. About 3 to 4 of them will be played during the marathon, depending on what games get voted in and time constraints and stuff. But here we go. Here's the games that people are voting on right now. Maximo Ghosts to Glory, Costume Quest, Lucius, Let It Die, I Have No Mouth, Yet I Must Scream, Dead by Daylight, misspoke, Saw 2, Call of Cthulhu, Night in the Woods, Manhunt, and Friday the 13th. So some good stuff. Some of these games I already own. For example, Friday the 13th, Night in the Woods, Dead by Daylight, I have already. Some of these games are pretty much readily available on PC, and some of them are digital downloads, say on PS2 or PS3. So I checked all these out. They all look good to go. I think I should be able to play these games pretty much with no issue whatsoever if they do get voted in for the marathon. Now, there was one game that honestly also was qualified and in the running that I had to eliminate, and I do apologize to everyone. The game was Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Why did I have to eliminate it? Well, sadly, because the only version that's available digitally is the PlayStation Portable version, and I don't have a PSP with a capture setup or whatever. Sadly, they don't have the PS2 version available on any Sony console. I don't know why. It's really stupid. And the only other version is the Wii version, which I could capture, but I would have to order it, and I won't know if it's going to win the poll until the end of the week, and then there wouldn't be enough time between a week from today, which is the 29th, between then and the 31st to order the game, get it here. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't be viable. So I had to eliminate it. It sucks because I actually knew, I looked into that during the summer when I was thinking of playing a horror game, and I had to eliminate that from the running because it's not readily available digitally anywhere. I don't know why. It makes no sense. Why would Sony not put a game? It's only on PSP, even though there was a PS2 version of it. Let's only make the PSP version available digitally. I don't know. And it sucks because that's really one of the very few Silent Hill games that I've never played before, and I would like to play it, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen at this point. So that being said, 11 great games. Please, if you were a patron last month, head over to the forums. You got to vote. Only a week to vote. You can vote on as many of those as you want, but obviously if you vote for every single one, it negates your vote, so don't do that. I'm very excited to see by the end of this week what games are going to be played on Halloween. Thank you very much, everyone, for your support. In addition, the poll regarding what Halloween costume I'm going to be wearing is in, and the results are a video game character. So what I'm actually going to do is this week on Wednesday night, when normally I would do my errands, I'm going to head over to the costume store that had a bunch of great video game costumes. There was one store that had like 4 or 5 really good ones. I'm going to see what they have left. I mean, it's going to only be a week till Halloween by that point. I'll see what they have left, and based off what's there, I'm going to buy something for the Halloween marathon, okay? So there you go. I actually know what I want. It's probably going to be pricey, but I know what outfit I want, and it's really cool. A lot of people last year criticized me and said my Deadpool outfit was lame. This year, this outfit, if I can get it, will be good, but hopefully I have to get it. I have to see if it's available, all right? We'll see. We'll see if it's available or not. I hope it is. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Everything. I want to get this cool outfit of a video game character. We'll see, all right? So, that's going to be awesome. October 31st, playing at least 3 or 4 of those games, and I'll be in costume. Thanks, everyone who contributed to that. Really appreciate it. Now, in regards to this month, Folks, it's the 22nd of October. Maybe by the time you even see this video, it'll be the 23rd, meaning there's only 10 to 11 days left in the... Wait a minute. Let's try that again. There's only 7 to 8 days left in the month. Duh. Finance major here, can't do basic math. With only 7 or 8 days left in the month, folks, we are very far away from hitting the funding goal for Patreon this month. If you're not aware, this month, the funding goal is the same as it always is, $1,125. And we're, at this point, I believe we're at like $860 or $870. So we're still about 200, what is that, 40 to 200, something like that, between around roughly just under $250 away from hitting the goal. We were that far away at this point last month too. So I don't want anyone to get panicked and say, God, is he not going to hit it again? No, we hit it last month. It's just that a few people who really want to see this celebratory goal happen have to step up and pledge. What is the goal this month? PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, a game that people have been asking me to play for a solid 3 months now. It's the top game on Steam. It's the top game on PC. People are asking me crazy to play it. But right now, I'm so inundated with new releases, there's absolutely no way. With all the new games I'm about to start playing, and I'm going to tell you that in a moment, how crazy this week is. November is no different. The entire month of November is crazy. But I'm willing to take time out and get myself even further backlogged if we hit the funding level on Patreon this month as a celebratory event in basically thanks for hitting that goal, all right? So, if we do hit the funding goal this month, a 7+ hour marathon of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds will take place either in late November or early December, depending on when the console version of the game is being released. If it's not going to be released during that time frame, then I'm just going to do the PC version, okay? I'm excited. I played, Fortnite Battle Royale right before I went on my time off this month, and I actually liked it, although I thought it was limited. And people are like, well, it's good that you like that, Phil, because PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has that plus all this extra stuff that makes it a better game, and you're really going to enjoy it. So I hope we do it. We got to hit the funding goal, folks. So please consider pledging if you haven't. We've got about 7 or 8 days left until the end of the month. I don't know why I can't do the math in my head. Check it out, okay? All right, very good. Of course, keep in mind you get other perks, personal perks as well, things like that. So it's not just about pledging for that monthly goal. Check it out yourself. You'll get all the info there on the website, okay? All right. Patreon's now out of the way. Now, folks, some things I want to clear up here. Number one, I'm done with Shadow of War, Middle-earth Shadow of War. I was always on the fence of whether or not I was going to finish this game. I was. And a lot of people over the past month, as I was praising the game, completely misconstrued my words to make me sound like a hypocrite or an idiot, when in reality, that's not ever what I ever said. People love to take shit that I say, either out of context or take it and skew it to mean something different. Here's what I said about Middle-earth Shadow of War. I said there's a group of YouTubers who, during the month of October, decided to make it their campaign to make it that people would boycott Shadow of War. Why? Because they didn't agree with the loot box system in the game that really is not even coming into as a factor until the 4th act of the game. And it does significantly make the 4th act of the game easier to complete, all right? But what I was saying, the point I was making was just because the game has a loot box system that you disagree with doesn't mean you shouldn't buy it and play the core game. The core game is outstanding. And as of right now, I've beaten the first 3 acts, which, by the way, are the entire story of the game. There's no other story content in the game. The entire 4th act of Shadow of War is you grinding repetitively to recruit orcs and defend and recruit all the areas in all of Mordor, all right? And the problem is all the orcs are high level, so you have to really level your orcs, pit them against each other in the Colosseum, recruit more orcs, take over areas, orcs. Basically, it's tons of work. And people have said you could beat it. If you're really good, you could do it in about 5 hours of grinding. Most people are saying it's around 6 to 8 hours of grinding. Or if you buy the loot boxes, you could just get high-level orcs right off the bat and do it like that, okay? I gave it a shot. I did. I went to the first defense, and it's complete bullshit. I steamrolled through the whole thing. Then all of a sudden, there's a level 44 orc, which makes no sense because I'm only level 38 or 39, I think I was, and all my other orcs were like 35 to 38. Why is there level 44 orc there? It doesn't even make sense. He's completely over-leveled for everything else that I killed. Oh, he's immune to every single kind of attack, so you can't ever hit him, and then he just basically pushes you and bullies you into other little minions that kill you from behind. You have no opportunity to ever reversal. He kills me. And then it says you have to do the whole thing over. You lost the base. And I said, fuck this. This is bullshit because there's no story. The story literally ends at the end of Act 3. You get the gold trophy for completing the game at the end of Act 3. Act 4 of Shadow of War was literally added only to sell loot boxes. All right. There is one cutscene at the end of completing Act 4. It runs for about 3 minutes and then it rolls credits, and you can just watch it on YouTube. There's no reason to do any of the gameplay because none of it is significant and none of it has anything to do with anything. It was literally just added on so that you would buy the loot boxes. It's garbage. It's crap. It's a bad practice. I agree with everyone. Loot boxes are a terrible practice, especially for this single player game. They shouldn't be in the game, even though you don't have to technically buy them. Yeah. Most people don't have 8 hours to waste grinding in a game like this, okay? So, I really like Shadow of War. I think it's one of the best games of the year. It massively improves upon everything in the original formula of the original game. But because WB Games, the publisher, was greedy as fuck, they added in this segment at the end that decided to try to steal money from you and make you spend more on a $60 release. I don't agree with that, but guess what? The game is good and you shouldn't boycott it, especially if you like Shadow of Mordor. This game's much better than Shadow of Mordor, and if you skip it, you're missing out only because you're listening to the ignorant mindset of a bunch of immature people who believe the entire world is black and white. To them, it's either I buy the game or I don't. It's not, oh, well, I'll buy the game, but I won't support the loot box practice. That's an optional thing in the game and enjoy 20 amazing hours of great gameplay and story. No, I'm going to ignore all that and boycott the game completely because it has this really underhanded way to try to raise money as a revenue stream on the back end. It doesn't make sense. And a logical, intelligent adult wouldn't think in those terms. But guess what? Those YouTubers who told you to boycott the game aren't logical fucking adults. They're a bunch of fucking people who are just trying to whip up drama and negativity and all kinds of problems with this game to get attention for themselves. They don't care about the fucking loot boxes. They want to use that as their banner to you to go watch their videos on it, which, by the way, got ridiculous amounts of views because everyone bought into it. Unbelievable how people get fooled by this shit. Seriously, it's just so stupid. So, I'm done with my playthrough of Shadow of War. As of last night, I got to the point where I finished Act 3, I tried Act 4, I saw it was a money grab. I said, I'm not going to do this, but hey, I got my money's worth. I played about 20 hours of fun gameplay out of the game, and I'm satisfied. 20 great hours of improved gameplay. It was longer than the original game. I enjoyed it. There you go. There's nothing hypocritical there. I didn't say, oh, I agree with loot boxes. I never said that. Only idiots thought that because they listened to other idiots who spun my words to say that. I think the loot boxes are bad. I think the fourth act is garbage. But the entirety of the game up to that point of 20 hours of great gameplay makes it a worthy purchase in a game you should check out, especially if you enjoyed the first game. And that's it. Literally nothing hypocritical there whatsoever. And I still stick to my words from day one. The loot boxes aren't a big deal. They suck. They shouldn't be in the game, but they don't ruin the game because you don't need them until an optional segment at the end of the game that you don't need to complete because the game's over at the end of Act 3. And anyone who made a big hoopla and drama out this and boycott the game is out for themselves because they're fucking either really simpletons in their heads and they only see black and white, or they were just trying to make money and begin with and, you know, stir up hype for their own videos and shit. Okay. There you go. That's it for Shadow of War. I'm done with it. Stick a fork in it. Okay, now, let's talk about today, because today was a great event, ladies and gents, if you're not aware. Today was my promotional stream where I partnered with Twitch to advertise and promote extensions on Twitch. So if you're not aware, this was a 3.5 hour long stream where I played Choice Chamber, a game that I played earlier this year. The difference here is that I was given an exclusive Twitch extension that was an overlay on my stream, and people were allowed to click on it to participate. So they were clicking and voting on the weapons and voting on everything in the game. And of course, it ended up being a lot of trolling. Everyone gave me the worst weapon constantly and the worst jump constantly. But still, it was a good way to show and explore how extensions could be used in the future. I want to say personally thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you to everyone who participated. It was great. Of course, you know, people tried to spoil it. What did people do? Well, let's see. Well, first of all, as you know, they only voted for the negative things. Now, I would say it was about a 50-50 split. But sadly, the people who were being negative were really just edging it over a little bit with every vote. And so I was always using the boomerang, the worst weapon in the game. I was always using the worst jump or whatever. Didn't really care about that. I expected that was going to happen anyway. Someone tried to DDoS attack me. Didn't work because I set up some protections in advance to make sure that it wouldn't work. And they tried badly and did not work. And they looked like idiots. In fact, someone actually came into the stream chat during the stream. Watch this. Phil's going offline. Nothing happened. And they looked so stupid. You know, the usual trolling bullshit. Someone sent a pizza to my fucking house like they always do during my live streams, and I ignored it. And some people, hilariously, tried to troll by, get this, subbing to my channel with Twitch Prime, okay, and saying insulting things, because the way this game works is if you sub to someone's channel during the course of gameplay, you get what's called a little gizmo. It's a little robotic thing that follows the character around and helps them during the gameplay. So, of course, they put in fucking names that had to do with my ex-girlfriend, someone who I haven't talked to in a long time now. We're totally separate people. We have totally separate lives. Nothing about that has anything to do with me anymore, but this is all they know, because again, these are simpleton minds. Oh my god, his girlfriend, let's put something about his ex-girlfriend in there, that'll hurt him, right? That'll get him. It didn't do anything. I didn't give a fuck. And other things on there about my accident last year and all kinds of stupid shit. So you had these names floating around the screen, and it was so pointless. It didn't hurt anything. Most people watching had no idea what the hell it even meant, because it was so dumb. The stream did get featured at the extensions booth at TwitchCon, which was great. That was the point. People who were walking by the extensions booth were able to stop and look and see, what was going on with it. And it went down well. Everything went well. And by the way, the most hilarious part about the whole thing, I got over 40 new subscribers during the course of the stream, obviously because people wanted to participate with the gizmos. Half of those were trolls. I mean, probably like 20 or more of them were trolls, but I get all that money. Like, I don't know why they think that, like, I get all that money. Duh, like, how stupid can you be? I got paid for your stupidity. For your failed troll attempt, I made money. So it worked out for me. I don't understand what they were thinking. It's just like sometimes I get these troll cheers and troll tips and stuff, and you look at it and you're like, why did they do that? Phil just got paid money. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And of course, one idiot even messaged me on Twitter. Ha, I got you, Phil. I used a 1-cent debit card, and I used a fraudulent, which by the way, is he's admitting publicly to committing fraud, which is a major offense. He could go to jail for it. I used this card, this 1-cent card, and I created 3 dummy accounts, both on Twitch and then on Amazon Prime, and I linked them, so I got the free Prime demo, and I used those to do the subs. Aha, you're not going to get paid. Wrong. I get paid for all of that. You signed up for a free trial. Free trials count. So even if you've never had any intention of spending any money on Twitch Prime or Twitch or Amazon Prime or anything, I still get paid for those demos, those fake subs you did. You're an idiot. You paid me money to do a failed troll attempt. I love it. I just love it because I love it when I see the stupidity of the idiots who don't like me, the people who are just so fucking empty-headed brain dead. And they think that they've got me. And then it backfires tremendously, and I make out because of it. And that's exactly what happened today on stream. So again, thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you to everyone who contributed with cheers and subs and tips. Thank you to everyone who basically did awesome stuff on the stream. You guys are awesome. And to the idiot trolls who tried to troll and failed miserably, thanks for the money, dummies. Because that's exactly what you fucking are. A bunch of fucking empty-headed idiots who paid me money to get absolutely nothing out of it. Thanks. Wow. So, yeah, it went down great. Thanks to everyone. Will I ever get opportunities like that again in the future? I have no idea. I guess it really is going to depend on what happens with Twitch and, with these extensions. Will they like to maybe promote them again in the future? I don't know. I would like to see the interactive extensions actually happen in much a different variety kind of game, because it works for Choice Chamber, but there's also obviously potential for mass trolling. I'd like to see different kinds of games use these kind of interactive extensions. All right. So now, let's get to this week's schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, the 23rd, double stream day. First stream will be South Park. I'm nearing the end game. Most people are saying I might beat it in one session. Some people are saying, no, it might take 2. South Park, my main stream tomorrow. Fair enough. Tomorrow night, I'm going to finish Spyro the Dragon, that playthrough that I started before I went on break, and I played once after break. I now want to get back to it, and I want to wrap it up so that way it's not lingering forever, and that way that Patron's Choice playthrough is done. Sound good? Fair enough. Then, Tuesday, dependent on what happened with South Park, I may be doing more South Park, or I may be starting up WWE 2K18, which was donated by That Anana Bear. So I want to say thank you to That Anana Bear, the viewer who donated the game to me last week. I will be doing some WWE 2K18 gameplay this week. If South Park is not done, it will conclude probably Tuesday, and then Tuesday night will be WWE, which then means Wednesday would be WWE as my streams, okay? Now here's the thing. Maybe I'll have time to squeeze in an episodic game. If you're not aware, I didn't play Batman Episode 2, I didn't play Guardians of the Galaxy Episode 4, and I didn't play Life is Strange Episode 2, all because I'm playing new games. I can't play episodic releases when I'm in the middle of big AAA releases. If I have some time to squeeze those in this week, I will. If not, I'll just be playing AAA releases like South Park and WWE. Okay? Thursday will be the return of Ask the King. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not posted up your questions for Ask the King on the forums, thekingofhate.com forums, please do. You have to, because you're missing out. The more questions I get for Ask the King, the better the show historically has been, and I need more questions. So please post it. Also, if you're a patron from the past couple of months and you have a guaranteed question because you pledged that level, you got to post up your questions by Thursday, guys, because if you don't, you're not going to get your question answered, okay? So please do. Ask the King will be my main stream on Thursday. Okay, I usually start a little bit later. Typically, it's not, I start maybe between 1:30 2 p.m. because it's only about a 2 to 3 hour show. So I'll definitely be done by 5 then. So probably starting between 1:30 2 p.m. Thursday night. This is where I need your input, folks. This is the big one. This week is the big one. This coming Thursday night / Friday is the release of 3 ginormous high-profile releases, right, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. Assassin's Creed Origins, Wolfenstein, The New Colossus, and Super Mario Odyssey, I believe it's called. So 3 really ginormous, high-profile games coming out this week that people want to see me play. Here's the thing. I know for a fact Mario Odyssey isn't going to be out at 9 p.m. my time on Thursday. Nintendo doesn't do those like midnight digital releases. So that's out. I won't be doing a late-night stream of that. But I have a choice between Assassin's Creed or Wolfenstein. Which should I do as a 9 p.m. release? I'll be honest, I'm maybe leaning a little bit more towards Assassin's Creed. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm kind of leaning more towards that because that seems to be the game that, out of those 2, people maybe want to see a little bit more. So I'll do that as like a 2-hour premiere stream Thursday. And then what that means is that Friday, I'll play the other 2 games. Now, what do you want to see? Do you want to see Wolfenstein as the main stream that's longer? Do you want to see Mario at night? Or do you want me to do Mario as the main stream and then Wolfenstein at night? And then moving forward, what games do you want to see more? Would you prefer to see a focus on Assassin's Creed, Mario, or Wolfenstein? Because the bottom line is, folks, you may not be aware of this, in 1 week after this coming Thursday, Friday, is the release of Call of Duty World War II. So I literally only have 1 week to focus on those games before another high-profile release comes out. Oh yeah, the Tuesday after Call of Duty is the release of Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds expansion, and Sonic Forces. And then that Friday is the release of Need for Speed Payback. The week after that is the release of Star Wars Battlefront 2. I know, it's insane. Like, how could anyone beat these 3 games, then move on to Call of Duty, then move on? You can't. And the bottom line is what's going to end up happening is some games are going to have to wait. Maybe I'll buy them and play them on release day, and then they're just going to have to wait. But that's just it. There's no way I'm going to be able to play all of these games at launch, okay? Now, I'm going to trial each play. Like I just said, Thursday, Friday, coming, I will play some of them, but there's no way I could do the full playthroughs of the games like that. I'm going to have to juggle between them, maybe every day rotating between 2 and going, as far as I can in each game until Call of Duty comes out and then play Call of Duty. You know what I mean? It's got to be weighed and balanced. And more than likely what's going to end up happening is, out of the 3 games, probably one of them I'll be like, okay, I'm not as keen on this one as the other 2. So these 2 will be my main focus, and maybe I'll get back to the other one at some point. I get the feeling that's what's going to happen. It was really rare with the case of Shadow of War, Evil Within 2, and South Park that they're all so good. Like, I thought for sure one of them was going to be like a, not so good. They're all freaking good, which is crazy. It rarely happens. So, it's going to be tough. Here's what I need from you. Your feedback. What out of the 3 releases this week? Assassin's Creed, Wolfenstein. First of all, out of those 2, which do you want to see as the Thursday night special stream? Late night, 9 p.m. Pacific time, 2 hours. Then, what game do you want to see more on Friday? Okay? Because based off of how that first day goes, I may gauge my other streams of what day, because I can only do 2 streams a day, so it'll be what games on what streams, right? And I may have to divvy it out and decide what I'm going to do each day. I can't please everyone. Ultimately, what's going to happen is people are going to want to see 1 game out of the 3 and be sad if I don't play it as much. Sorry about that. I'm only one human. There's no way I can play 3 games in 1 week before Call of Duty comes out. It's impossible. And Call of Duty is good this year. I played the Call of Duty World War II beta. I really like the beta. I'm not going to not play it. I'm playing them. I'm already going to play multiplayer. I'm really excited for everything. The campaign, everything. I'm sure it's going to be a great game. So yeah, it's going to be a nutty week, guys. I mean, so just to recap, so you know what to expect, because it's such an eventful week. The conclusion of South Park, the conclusion of Spyro, some WWE 2K18 gameplay, the premiere of Assassin's Creed Origins, Wolfenstein, The New Colossus, and Mario Odyssey, plus those continuing playthroughs, plus Ask the King all this week. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, new episode of DSP Tries It coming up this weekend too. That's a lot of stuff. This is a crazy busy week. The hardcore gaming season, holy chamoles, is in full effect right now, and we are full speed ahead for it. Okay, so I'm excited. Hope you're excited. Hope to see you on all the daily streams. Again, things have been going really good. YouTube is up. Streaming is up. Everything's good. So we can keep it at this level till the end of the year with all these new releases. 2 thumbs up to everybody, okay? So thank you very much, everyone, for your support. I know this week I got a little bit overwhelmed with some of the shit going on. It really wasn't me with streaming or anything. It was more behind the scenes stuff that was really getting to me, and I know I missed a certain stream, and I apologize for that. I'm trying to be here and dedicate as much as I can for you guys to stay healthy and get rest and be here every day with the new releases. I'm going to do my damn best, okay? I promise you, I'm doing my best, and I want to say thank you for those who are understanding and appreciative, and not making it all about themselves and trolling me every day, because, it's really annoying when I'm not feeling good and I come back to stream and someone has to try to literally bait me to make me look bad, and then, of course, people spinning shit out of proportion of what really happened. People circulating a clip on the internet of me supposedly insulting someone whose brother died, which is not what happened. What really happened was this guy came into my stream chat, claimed that his brother had died and that he was handling it better than I'm handling my own personal shit. He's able to cook meals for himself and get sleep, and I'm so much better than Phil because I had my family member die, but I can handle it, but Phil can't handle stress. This is literally what he was saying in my stream chat. And people were going to him like, dude, what are you saying? Like, why are you bringing up your own personal stuff? This isn't a competition. I call him out, but because I call him out, I'm the villain, right? Go fuck yourself. No, really. If you're that close-minded and that stupid of a person to think that, number one, that guy was telling the truth, and number two, that someone who's taking their own personal relative's death as a way to make them look better than me on my stream, when people are asking me what's been going on with me, why did I miss a stream, and make me look like a weakling or a villain, you think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself. You're an idiot, and if you believe that stupid shit, go right ahead and believe it, because you're going to go right along with the millions of gullible idiots out there who believe everything they're fucking told. Seriously, it was obvious troll bait, and I was just trying to get rid of the guy so that I could focus on my stream and get to gameplay, but people want to spin it and blow it up. They didn't see what he was actually saying in the stream chat, all the inflammatory shit he was saying, and it's probably just a fucking troll idiot anyway. And by the way, permanently gone, and we don't have to worry about that shit anymore. We can focus on the positive stuff, the gameplay this week, and not have to worry about people coming in and troll baiting me in my fucking stream chat because I'm feeling bad and I'm feeling down, or I missed a stream. Let's take this opportunity to make Phil look bad again. Why? You want to know why they're doing it? Because they're desperate. Because guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, the major group of people who really didn't like me, my detractors, are gone. All right? The people who were doing the really malicious, nasty stuff, they're gone. And now people have to find another way to try to get to me because it's not working anymore. Like I said, today they tried to DDoS attack me during my fucking promotional stream with Twitch. They knew that if the stream went down that it would hurt me badly, and they're still trying, and they're failing. And it's the thing. They're not going to get to me. I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to cover all the new releases for you. I'm going to have fun. I don't care about these fucking dumb fucks anymore. And so, believe what you want. If you're that gullible and that stupid and that empty-headed that you think that someone spins something negatively that happened in the stream chat, go right ahead and go on your merry way. I've got plenty of other people who are intelligent and lined up and ready to have fun with gaming with me. Okay? It's that simple. If you're that dumb, there's a door. Goodbye. And I've been saying that for years, and tons of dumb people have fucking left. Why do you think they're my detractors now? Because they're that fucking stupid. All right, everybody. That's it for the weekend preview. Thank you very much for your support. Super excited for all the positivity, all the new games this week, everything, every day, good stuff every single day. Thank you for all your support up to now. Without further ado, let's say thank you to the September patrons who made all this possible, this upcoming Halloween Horror Marathon. And again, September patrons, remember to vote on the games for that marathon this week. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night. See you tomorrow for South Park and Spyro. Peace out.